Hey guys, welcome again to Team Banished TV. I'm Morvox, and with me,
Tiba.
we have an excellent game for you today. We have Journey versus CJ Entus Hydra. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it for you right now.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring up StarCraft here.
This is an excellent match. I'm not really sure where the replay came from, but let's go ahead and introduce our players.
Yeah, in the top right, we're going to have the red Zerg. Now, this is going to be Hydra.
From CJ Entus. And at the bottom left, we have the teamless Terran. It's Journey.
We should see definitely a good game here. We did watch it a little bit earlier. I like the little SCVs coming out of the command center there. Nothing really, nothing cheesy going on in this game, but what was it about this game that really made you want to cast it?
I thought it was interesting because Journey is a teamless Terran player, and any exposure that we can help bring him, or just let people see his games, so that even a team, if they can see this game, can pick him up, that would be excellent. Also, Hydra is an amazing Zerg player. Not a lot of people give him the credit he deserves, but he plays really interestingly, and he comes up with these very cool builds that do really good against Terran players.
Nice. Now, we do notice, as you can tell by the party hats, this is a pretty recent game. I think it was, like you said, 6 or 7 days old. So we do know that that mine buff is in place for this game. Do you think those mines are going to make a big impact? Or
the mine buff, from what I've seen, has not been as impactful as many thought it would be. I saw a Reddit thread, or maybe it was a thread on Team Liquid, that basically showed not really much changes a lot with the mine impacts against Zerg. Maybe a few extra Zerglings, but nothing game-breaking.
Honestly, I find the Time Warp debuff is actually pretty game-affecting, more so than the mines currently. But, as the mines, basically all they did was they got a splash buff, right? So no increase in damage, just a potential to hit more stuff.
I have to agree with you on that one. Nothing too ridiculous coming out of either player right now. Neither Terran nor Zerg have really opted to take gas yet, so it looks like we're probably going to see some macro play.
Yeah, there's no Reapers coming in, that's for sure. He's probably going to build some Marines. The funny thing is, a lot of pros nowadays, they don't build Reaper opening against Zerg. They actually build a Marine or two and go Overlord hunting on these smaller maps, because it's easy to pin down the Overlords.
First expansion coming down now for Journey. It looks like Hydra is going to spot this any second with this floating Overlord. His expansion, Hydra's, is about halfway finished, so nothing ridiculous. Only a couple lings coming out. He's probably going to use those to just pressure, get some scouting information. Nothing too serious.
Yeah, nothing crazy going on here. The pool already went down. The lings are coming up. Still, the double gas coming from Journey, but no gas for Hydra. Looks like he's going for maybe some kind of gasless opening. And here's those Marines I was telling you about, hunting down Overlords in the beginning of the game. This is going to make a huge difference.
Losing an Overlord right now is quite impactful. You do get supply blocked, and Hydra, he wants to spend that money on drones. He wants to get some drones for that natural expansion. Of course, these lings are going to try to poke over here at Journey's expansion. Taking out a few SCVs could bring back the tide here.
Yeah, now Hydra's currently Overlord blocked. He doesn't have enough supply, so he's gonna want to get some damage. But with a bunker there, I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything.
No, the Marines shoot at the lings and they just run off for now. He'll probably just sit here just to see when Journey moves out. But so far, still no gas out of Hydra, so no upgrades, no tech. It's probably just drones right now, and of course he's gonna need those queens. Lings are staying active on the map, making sure Journey isn't being too ridiculous, no proxy starports or any of those shenanigans.
Yeah, for sure. His Overlords right now are currently in pretty safe positions. He didn't send his second and third Overlords directly across the map. He wanted to make sure there wasn't any kind of proxy barracks or anything going on. Otherwise, with his second base coming into full saturation here in the next couple minutes, we're going to see his production just ramp up significantly.
Journey is just continuing to, just drop down the starport. Just was about to say Journey has yet to really reveal what his current build is going to be. It looks like it may be Hellion Banshee, because right now he's getting double Hellions and the starport's going down. He's probably going to switch that with the tech lab on the barracks.
Yeah, what's he have right now? Just a 1-1-1. One barracks, one factory, and one starport, it's looking like. That's definitely going to serve him, pretty well, but he's going to want to move into some other production as he goes into the mid and late game. Now Hydra, I feel like he's going to need to drop his expansion here pretty soon.
As Zerg, of course, you always want to be one base ahead of your opponent. It looks like he's dropping his lair now at about 6.5 seconds. What do you feel about the timing of that lair? Do you feel that's right on time?
Well, it depends on what he's doing. Now, obviously from seeing how he's going the lair before taking his third, we have to imagine he's going for some kind of layer tech transition. If I had to guess, I would say something probably like, mutas or hydras at this point.
Sorry about that little glitch there. We are right back where we were. Just a couple Hellions moving out here in front of Hydra's base, killing off a creep tumor.
Still no expansion, so 2 bases, but you do notice in the top right we have a Spire going down, so he is committing fully to that that Spire Air Force for his Zerg. Now Banshee does sweep in here. Do you think it's going to get much damage done?
And not with this many queens here in the main for Hydra. He's going to probably just shoot at the queens a few times, fly away, see what he can see. Pretty sure he saw that Spire building. Let's go ahead and take a look. He did see the Spire. So, very impactful scouting from Journey. He knows what he's going up against, and he already has Widow Mines, so he kind of already has the counter he needs.
Yeah, that's a good thing he's seen the Spire. What's he dropping? Barracks. Yeah, that's a good response. He's going to want a hefty Marine force to deal with any kind of mutas in the air. But if we do notice, that Spire wasn't alone. He also put down a Baneling nest not too long ago, if I remember correctly. Let's
go ahead and see, where did he drop that Baneling nest?
No, actually, he hasn't dropped it yet. So I know we watched the game earlier, so we have that to look forward to. I don't know how I feel about mass muta without Baneling support. How do you feel about that?
Right now, Banelings would do really good because he's playing really turtly, and just busting down these supply depots in general is going to supply block the Terran. So any damage that you could do that provides the Terran from macroing up and continuing to build the units he needs to defeat you is always good as a Zerg player.
The problem I feel right now is I don't feel like Journey's putting enough pressure on Hydra. He's safely getting his third. He's safely going to get it droned up. Without him really coming in here, he's not knowing exactly what the Zerg is doing. He's not
nice surround with the mutas and the lings, getting almost every Hellion. Yeah, excellent play out of Hydra. How's Journey going to react to this? He just lost all of his map control.
Well, as you see there, he's trying to take his third. He's trying to put his third down of his own. But as you were saying, map control. Without that map presence, how's he going to be able to defend that out there? It's just going to be a sitting duck.
In comes Hydra with the Lings and the Mutalisk. He isn't doing very much. He's picking off a few units and backing off. He's probably going to fly right over here to this third base. And now the third base is shoot away. The Mutas are going to shoot a few times at it, maybe get it to burn down a little bit, but I don't foresee it going down with these turrets here being here.
Definitely not. And as you were saying, as we were talking about earlier, those Banelings. Baneling nest did finish, and now we have Baneling speed researching. This could make the biggest difference in the world.
No third base for Journey, and it looks like he's finally going to lift it off and land it there. But right now, Hydra, I feel, significantly ahead. Now he's getting the units he needs to really combat Journey's composition.
Yeah, I would like to see, a fourth and a fifth come down for Hydra pretty soon. I do like how he's getting, some macro hatcheries to provide him with larvae, but, at least in my personal preferences of Zerg, I like to have extra bases so that, if I lose my fourth, it's not that big of a deal if I didn't really need it for the income.
Journey is continuing to get mines. Of course, now being buffed, they'll do really well against the Baneling Mutalist Ling composition, but it's really going to take some really good hits. Mutas are going to come around and try to distract Journey from really knowing where Hydra's main army is sitting. Right now, he's turtling up at his third base. Do you really think Banelings are going to be able to crush through this? I really don't think Journey has what it needs. He needs, really.
Yeah. Journey's just, I don't feel like in a well enough place. He kind of, like I was saying, he wasn't putting enough pressure on the Zerg. Now there is a little push going on there on that left side, trying to maybe push back these creep tumors or just see what can be done. But the Ling forces are overwhelming.
He is going to load up into the dropship and fly away. Hydra's like, nope, you're not coming onto my side of the map.
How do you feel about this creep spread? I'm not sure if it's, it's sufficient, but I feel like it could be a little bit better.
It's literally covering about half of the map. Looks like there's going to be a couple pokes here. Journey really doesn't want to engage on the creep.
No. No, exactly.
A couple Banelings going to crush into this bunker and try to take down a few SCVs. Oh! Quite a few SCVs go down. Lost 4 there. Nothing too drastic.
Nothing too drastic, you're right, but you know, when you only have 3 bases, you don't want to be losing workers at all.
It's not preferred. Journey, however, is researching the mine speed for burrowing. And of course his upgrades are, I want to say, significantly ahead of Hydra at the moment, because Hydra did a very late gas opening. So as far as upgrades, Journey has very
yeah, because his +2/+2 is just just finishing right now.
I completely agree.
But
this
the
is
numbers,
gonna make his army
the numbers.
Very.
Oh, there's those mines. Oh my God, those splits.
Those lings.
That was amazing.
Oh, those lings and so many Marines are now going to get crushed. But no, Hydra decides to back off. Maybe he lost too many Banelings in that engagement.
I don't believe he lost too many. He just knew that he shouldn't continue chasing off creep. You know, the same way he was able to split those mines, those Marines can split and avoid those Banelings. So, you know, he's trying to poke in here with the Marauders, pick off a couple of Banelings, but Hydra's not having it. Hydra.
This choke here is really what is keeping Hydra from engaging. He can split up and come up here, but of course there are Widow Mines. So he was probably going to bait him those Widow Mines with those Changelings, but Journey's too smart. He lifts up his Widow Mine and walks away.
Now we did see a drop there, get you know, caught by these mutas with him being out of place, but this is a sizable force in the air. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Do you think the army of Journey's mobile enough to deal with this many mutas?
Hydra's kind of picking Journey apart right now. There is a significant amount of mutas on the map right now. Right now we're looking at 22 mutas and 36 Banelings.
Oh my goodness.
Journey, however, has a tiny ragtag force here in the middle, and it looks like Hydra's deciding to attack.
Oh my goodness, I love the way that the Banelings came through the creep too.
Oh,
really
huge Baneling hits.
Oh no, and then on the right side, we see him more reinforcing.
So many Marines and Marauders going down right now, lifting the third base of Journey, completely ravaging this. There's just so many Mutalisks, and now there's just nothing left. Journey's completely forfeited this third base and the game. GG.
GG, well played for our players.
There you have it, folks. A very fun game, a very exciting game. Hydra taking it very convincingly. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I would definitely like to, you know, watch this and study it as a Zerg player. Really, if you've seen the way he did it, he ran a Ling Muta force into, what was it, like 6-8 mines and lost just a handful of Lings. He straight on ran into those mines and was able to react that fast. That's inspiring. That's
some ridiculous control. Hydra being one of the Pro League level players, being on top of the world right now, playing for CJ Entus. Of course, as you can see right there, we have Starbrawl coming up, and it's going to be Hendralisk versus Crank. Crank being the current champion for Starbrawl. So please go and check that out on August 14th. And right over in the corner, right over, let's see, there, we have our YouTube and our Twitch page, so you guys should go over there and check that out. We definitely appreciate it if you guys follow us on Twitter.
Definitely. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything else to add to this.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good night.